Every year, hundreds of thousands of patients are treated at our hospitals. This is the story of one patient and the effort of healthcare professionals across the continuum of care who made a difference in his life.
In 2006, I was 22 years old. I was in the prime of my life, with a beautiful girlfriend and a great job. That summer, I was working with an excavator operator to fall some trees. Everything was going good, but then, before I could blink an eye, the bucket came flying towards me. I tried to jump out of the way, but it was faster than me. The bucket came down and impaled me in the pelvis and dragged me the full length of the machine. As the machine was dragging me down the side of the mountain, I started to feel my legs separate from my body. I remember laying there, losing blood, and they were trying to communicate to me, and their voices got so echoey I couldn't understand them anymore. And that's when I heard the helicopter coming. The paramedics told me that they were going to fly me to VGH, and I just felt this sense of relief. Then the paramedic said we're about to land, and I asked him if it was okay to go to sleep, and he said yes, and that's the last thing I remember.
When Steve Howe rolled through the door, we knew we had very few minutes in order to turn things around and stop his bleeding and get things back on track. I remember my eyes rolling up somewhat when I first saw him, and I thought, we've got our work cut out here. I'm not sure this young guy's going to make it. The operating room was already alerted. The blood bank, we had blood available immediately. There was an entire team dedicated to looking after him, and all the resources that he needed we were able to bring to his bedside or to the operating room within a very few minutes. And without that, I don't think he would have lasted through that day.
When we got to the hospital, he was already in surgery, so I didn't get to see him. And I didn't know if I would ever get to see him, which was really scary for me, but he was so swollen. He was hooked up to machines and tubes coming in and out of everywhere, and it was definitely hard to see him like that.
After that first life-saving surgery, or first two life-saving surgeries, we were on rebuilding surgery. So we're rebuilding some of the organs in his abdomen. We were rebuilding his abdominal wall, which had been half torn out. We were rebuilding his bones, the pelvic bones and the leg bones. And then we were rebuilding all the wounds.
I awoke from the coma 7 weeks after my accident. I think I was thinking about, will I ever feel my legs again? Will I ever be able to walk again? I think I started playing out my life of what's going to happen if this is my reality and this is what I'm dealt with. Over the course of my recovery, I had 78 surgeries. My right leg was so badly injured, they thought they might have to amputate it, and I didn't want that to happen. It was times like this, the dark times, when the staff of VGH helped me the most. There was a lot of good nurses, but then there was a great nurse named Steve.
I was a little worried because I actually thought he looked almost defeated. Every day, he'd get bad news about kind of what was going on with him, and each day, though, that I was with him, what I tried to do was something different or special that we hadn't done the day before, just in a hope that he would see that there were things other than just lying in bed. At the earliest opportunity that he was stable enough, we took him outside. So for somebody that was as sick as him, with as many drains and pumps and stuff attached to him, it took several people.
He knew it meant a lot to me, and it made me feel good again. Making me comfortable and not miserable definitely helped me push through this to make it. So yes, he was a big part of me getting better. He's a stud for sure. I stayed at VGH for 6 months. Then I got discharged to GF Strong, where I met my physiotherapist Tracy, and she helped me regain my strength and confidence.
When I first met Steve, he came down to physiotherapy in a very big, heavy-duty power wheelchair. He hardly spoke. He didn't make eye contact. He looked completely overwhelmed. I basically knew that it was going to be a lot of hard work ahead of us, and I'd have to gain his trust first before we were going to get anywhere.
I worked with Tracy every day for weeks to get stronger. I remember one day Tracy said that I needed to learn how to do the stairs, and I didn't feel that I was ready to do the stairs, but she felt I was, and I trusted her.
So I took him out to the corridor and I was behind him. I asked him to go up the 8 stairs for 1 flight. He looked at me like I was crazy, but I knew he had the potential to do this. He went up 1 flight, he went up 2 flights, he went up 3 flights, he went up 4 flights. He just kept going. And I think that's what we saw with Steve. As soon as something was somewhat successful, something in his body and something in his mind, he just had a way to make his body work.
Thanks to Tracy and the team at GF Strong, they gave me the confidence when I went home that I didn't feel that I needed to rely on Melissa to do everything.
After getting out of the hospital and GF Strong, we got married in Mexico. And then got pregnant and had a baby girl. And now just living our lives with her and yeah, just loving it in every moment now.
To me, Richard Simons is my hero. Hands down is my hero. I believe that the biggest reason I'm here today is because of him and all his hard work and decisions that he had to make. He's given me the opportunity to still be here. He's given me the opportunity to get married. He's now gotten me to the point where now I'm a dad, have a job again, and gave me the quality of life that I've always wanted.
There is no one person who saves someone's life. This is a team effort of multiple specialty surgeons, specialized nursing care, ICU nursing care, rehabilitation care, physiotherapists, occupational therapists. The thing that this place is unique for is bringing a lot of that expertise together to bear on these kind of patients who have horrendous injuries. And not one specialty or one person can turn that around. You need a comprehensive multidisciplinary team to do that.
There's definitely many things I can't do anymore, and just really appreciate the things I still can do because I'm still here. I'm still breathing, and I got a family, and life's great.
By helping our hospitals, you are helping thousands of patients just like Steve.